welcome to another episode of Living in Rockland Live. I'm so excited to bring on Amy, the owner and founder of Fit4Moms in Rockland, and she's really such a great inspiration and collaborator in our community, and I was hounding her to get her on here. So why don't you kick it off, Amy? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do.
Great. Thanks so much for having me here. I'm so excited to be here to share a little bit about myself and Fit4Mom and why I'm bringing it to Rockland. So my name is Amy Leon. I live right here in Blauvelt in Rockland County, and I have two daughters. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. I started Fit4Mom Rockland in 2019 to bring community to Rockland moms. I know we're especially post-COVID looking for different ways to connect and to be with each other and to get outdoors. And so this is a really amazing opportunity to do that. And I'm sure we'll kind of get into more of the specifics of what it looks like when a mom wants to come join us.
Yeah, absolutely. What a crazy time to do that. You did it in 2019, like thinking you were going to create all of this, community and these events, and then boom, you got hit with 2020, which we all did. But I'm sure that was a challenge, but you made it through, because I saw a ton of virtual events that you guys hosted, and now you're back in person. So tell us what Fit4Moms is. I know that it is a franchise, but you guys privately own, certain areas, I guess.
Yes. So Fit4Mom is a national organization, and there are about 300 Fit4Moms throughout the United States. And I am the owner of Fit4Mom Rockland. So Fit4Mom's purpose is to bring moms together. It's fitness and community for moms by moms. We say it's a way to inspire strength in motherhood because, motherhood is hard. And so it's an opportunity to bring moms together. And we do that through daily fitness classes. We also have weekly play groups that connect moms and kids. So the kids have a social aspect as well. We also do Moms Night Out, book club, community service events. So it's just this entry point for moms to meet each other in a lot of different ways, to kind of just get out into the community, to make mom friends. We see all the time, everyone's like, how do I make mom friends? It's like dating, it's so hard. And then this is just this opportunity. Every day we have something available where moms can come out and meet each other and connect in a very low stakes and friendly, easy atmosphere.
I love that. I know I had taken one of your classes back probably a while ago now, but it is, I also have been seeing tons of moms on like Facebook posting, this is like dating. It feels like we're on these apps where we're trying to make friends. And it's like the environment that you guys create is definitely, it's like more low key. It doesn't feel like you're pressured to be friends with anybody. And it's like that, it's like the unspoken, but it's when you go to events like this, it feels more natural because you're showing up for yourself, right? Exercising and also with the kids, and you guys have so much in common. So I love what you're doing. How did you find out about it when, did you attend classes first, I'm guessing?
Yeah. So I like to bring it back to when I was a first-time mom. I had a newborn at home. This is in 2018. And I like to say that I was an expert in morning television. Kathy Lee and Hoda at the time were like my besties, because I would watch them from start to finish for like 4 hours every morning. And I was overwhelmed, in those first months, especially as a brand new mom. It's like Twilight Zone, right? I feel like I just was so overwhelmed. I was nervous to get out of the house, to venture too far. But when spring came, my daughter was born in February. So by the time spring hit, I was like, I got to get out of here. Like, I cannot watch another 4 hours of the Today Show, even though I love it. So I found Fit4Mom. They offered classes in neighboring Bergen County. And so I tried a class and I really loved it for the reasons that you mentioned. I knew I was going for me to get in some movement. And what I love about the class is you can go in and it can be your first class postpartum. We have moms come as soon as they get that doctor's clearance at 6 weeks. And then we have moms that are coming with toddlers who are looking for a little bit more of an intense workout. It can be modified for any level of fitness or complete non-fitness if you're coming in at a total ground level. But it's an opportunity to just like hang out with other moms in a low pressure situation. And the class that I attended, and many of our new first time moms attend, is called Stroller Strides. And this class pairs movement. We do some cardio. There's resistance bands where we do some strength training, but the class also infuses all of these fun things for kids. There's bubbles, there's puppets, we sing songs, we play little games, there's scarves. And so there's all these ways that the kids are entertained too, because they have to stay in the stroller for the class. But I thought, what an amazing thing. It's like a play group, but I'm also getting a workout. So after that first class, I was really hooked, and I just kept going and showing up in Bergen. And every time I would drive over there, I'm like, I love this, and I'm meeting all these amazing women, but I want to meet people in my own community. I want to meet the people. I want to build the connections with, I'm going to bump into that mom at the library later, or that mom is going to be in my daughter's future kindergarten class. So I wanted to start building and making connections in my own community. So after being a regular member in Bergen County, I decided, I'm going to start this in Rockland. So in the summer of 2019, we had our grand opening right here in Rockland, and it's been going ever since.
That's amazing. So where do these classes take place?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of different locations all throughout Rockland. We are at the Shops at Nanuet. We are in Congers. We are in Piermont. We have indoor classes at the JCC, which is in West Nyack, and you'll also see our run club at Rockland Lake. So we're kind of all over in an
Rockland,
attempt to appeal to a lot of different moms. We know it's hard to get out of the house in the morning. Inevitably, there's going to be like a change of diapers, a change of clothes as you're heading out the door. So we want to make it easy for moms to get to class wherever it's convenient for them.
That's amazing. So I'm assuming in the winter you guys are in the JCC, and then in the summer you're outside at most of the outside locations. Do you still do indoor during the summer as well, or is it mostly outside?
It's mostly outdoors, and we try to get out as early as we can. So we actually just launched our outdoor classes on the first day of spring, March 20th. So we're back outdoors now, and we'll be there probably until early November. We know that fresh air is a good thing, and vitamin D is a good thing, and getting outdoors is great. So we try to stay outside as much as possible. We do have other class offerings that are, because I know, sometimes mom's like, hey, well, my kids are past their stroller age. We consider that stroller class the perfect age is like 0 to 4, maybe 5, maybe even 6 sometimes, depending on if they'll stay in the stroller. But we have other classes like a strength training class and a high intensity interval class that are moms only, and those continue to meet at our indoor locations year round.
Okay. I was thinking, because with the fitness aspect, have you always had a passion for fitness, or has this come about after having kids?
It was gradual. I think if you told my parents like I'd be running a fitness business and I was like 15, they'd be like, who? Amy? No way. But I think I've always had a passion for bringing people together, and that's my real strength. I started becoming much more active in fitness probably in college, taking group fitness classes and things like that. And after college too was pretty active. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then when I became pregnant, I put the brakes on because I was like, I don't know what's safe. I don't know what I can do. And I got really nervous about working out, even though I had been really regularly working out. And that's really where Fit4Moms steps in and is like, listen, it's okay to keep being active and keep moving during your pregnancy. It's actually recommended. And here's a safe way to do it. And here's a community that you can do it with.
Right.
And then carries you, of course, into that community once your baby's here too, which is really just such a nice connection.
Yeah, I love the transition. I like how you really cover everybody, because like I remember from my first pregnancy, like I feel like I looking back, I should have started connecting with moms then, right? You could start building a community when you're pregnant. You don't have to wait for that baby to come. And I love that you cater to everybody, right? And that you have classes for everyone. what services or classes do you offer? I know you've mentioned a couple of them, like the stroller strides, but can you break that down a little bit more for us?
Yeah, of course. So we really do offer something for every stage of motherhood. We start with our prenatal class. We have a class called Fit4Baby, and it is prenatal. But it's not like gentle yoga like you might expect. It's actually similar to other class formats where there's cardio and strength built in, but it's designed specifically to be for the expecting mom. So all the moves are pregnancy safe and to really build the strength and endurance that you need for pregnancy. Then we have our stroller classes. Stroller strides is the one I mentioned to you earlier. Cardio and strength, lots of fun and songs. We also have two other stroller classes. One is stroller bar. So if you've ever taken a bar class, maybe at Pure Barre or something like that, it kind of ties in ballet and Pilates and yoga with a stroller. So that's another class we offer in the summertime. And then we have a class called Stride 360. It's a stroller class, but you can also come without kids. So it's kind of a hybrid class, kids or no kids. And it's our endurance class. It's super fun. It features cardio, but uses fun elements like a ladder, cones, hurdles, and we do some agility, speed and agility training. You don't have to be an athlete to do it though. It's just fun. And then some body weight conditioning. And that one actually takes you on some light walks or jogs in between stations. So we have that class in Piermont, and the views of the Hudson there are just so perfect for that kind of walking interval. That's a class that moms come to with their kids, but a lot of moms come without their kids too if they just have to do that. So those are our stroller classes. And then we transition to our moms only classes. This is a great thing to do for working moms, and it's also great for moms who have older kids who've transitioned out of that stroller stage. So we have Body Ignite, that's our strength training, it's weight-based, and we offer that virtually. We have stuck with some virtual classes. We found it's a really great option, especially for working moms who need to get out of the house for work. So we offer it virtually. And then we also have our high intensity interval training classes, which mix cardio, strength, core. We have in-person and virtual options for that too. And finally, we have our run club. We have a really strong and large group of women that run together every Sunday. We meet at Rockland Lake, and we train together. We have all different levels. We have moms training for 5K, 10K, half marathon. And that's an awesome entry point too, for moms who maybe don't love the traditional group fitness, but still want to move in some way, want to connect, want to have that end goal of a 5K race maybe. So we've got really something for everybody in the fitness world. You really do.
There's so much. And I like how you do in person and, you know, also virtual for the moms that are getting home 5, 6 o'clock at night and maybe they can catch a class in the morning before they go or in the evening.
Exactly.
I love that. So how can a mom join? Do they just reach out to you? How does that work?
Yeah, so we have our first class is always free. So we want moms to come try it out and see what they like. And the easiest way to get your first class free is on our website, rockland.fit4moms.com. And there's a first class free button right at the top, and you can log in. That's easiest. You can also, of course, reach out to us, and we can share at the end. We're on Instagram and Facebook, Fit4Moms Rockland, and you can always, message us or connect with us that way. But right on our website, it's the form for that first class free, and we'll get you in and get you to try it out.
Awesome. I didn't even know that that's a good thing to know. The first class is free, everyone. So if you are thinking about trying, you should just push yourself out of your comfort zone and try.
Absolutely. And we honor that. We honor that too. Like, you want to try a stroller class and you're like, oh, okay, I tried it. Can I also try, a HIIT class? Yes. Like, your first class of that format is free. So you can try them out and see which one is the best fit for you and your schedule.
Right. And then how does payment work? Or is it memberships? Is it class-based? Do you do packages?
Yeah, so our most popular option is our membership because it allows for unlimited classes, and it's really the most cost-effective option, even if you're just going to come once a week. And one suggestion that I have for moms always, little side note, is how do I make mom friends? And my suggestion is always to keep showing up. You just got to keep showing up, because the more often you show up to class. First of all, it's great for exercise, but also you're going to keep seeing moms, and you're going to keep seeing the same moms, and then you build connections in that way. Mm-hmm. So our membership is not only the most cost effective, but it's also the best way to build those consistent connections. So that's an option, and we always have a great deal if you sign up on your first day of class. So you come to that free class, you try it out, and we always have a great deal going on, a special if you join today. But if moms need more flexibility, we do have class pass options, a maternity leave option, and we have a summer teacher pass too. So we know we have a lot of teacher moms in Rockland. So if you want to join us just for June, July, August, we have an option there too.
I love it. I love the flexibility. You could tell you're a mom because you got to be flexible when you're.
Yes.
So
totally.
In closing, just tell me what's your vision for Rockland Fit4Moms, or what's your mission? You just trying to connect as many moms as you can?
Yeah. So I should mention too that we have weekly play groups and monthly moms night out. We have monthly book club as well. And we do quarterly community service projects, and all of those are free for all moms. So my vision is really to bring moms together. Yes, I love when we come together for fitness, but I love when we just come together and build community. We know that postpartum depression is a thing, and it is a common thing. The statistic right now is 1 in 9, but that's only ones that are reported. Probably more like 1 in 5 moms experience some feelings of loneliness or disconnectedness after having a baby. And it's not only after your first, it could be after your fourth. And so we really want to help maternal mental health and bring moms together in a safe, fun community. And we know that moms 80% of the time are making wellness decisions for their families. So when there's healthy moms, we're building healthier families. And healthy, not just in like what you eat and how you move, but how you connect to. So it's building the social wellness communities that I think is just so important. So I just hope to continue to open the door for our moms to come join us, and know that there's so many different ways you can join. Even if you just want to pop in for a play group, we have a whole calendar of events that we would love to see you and meet you.
Thank you so much, Amy. I'm very inspired. I feel warm about it. It's like it's such a nice thing that there are people out there that still care about, social interaction and connecting others, and just, sharing love. Really, at the end of the day, is loving one another. Motherhood is not easy. And the more the merrier, and it always that saying, it takes a village, right, to raise a kid. It's very true. So thank you so much. I'll be sure to drop in your Instagram, your Facebook, and your website so that people can connect with you.
Perfect. Yeah, we welcome we actually do call it our village. So we welcome everyone into our village, and we hope to meet so many more of you.
Thanks so much, Amy. Have a lovely day.
Thanks, Kelly. Have a great one.